What's up, everybody? Another edition of Fireplace Friday. I'm Jeremy, your host. I'm here with Tyler this week. He's in here trying to get a few things wrapped up with me so he can go out in the field and do what he does out in the field, which is operations manager. So he goes out and checks everything, field supervisor, etc., etc. Anyways, today, what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about glass doors on fireplaces, in particular, factory-built fireplaces. So let me turn this camera around. I want to show you an example. A factory-built fireplace is a fireplace that's built in a factory, and it's an insulated box, whether it be insulated with air or insulation or a combination of both, and they call them zero-clearance fireplaces. And the zero-clearance fireplace, it can be installed into a framed opening, and so you'll see these in a lot of houses that are maybe up to 20, 25 years old, and it's kind of the new, and you're going to see it in newer houses too, rather than the old masonry or stone fireplaces. Now, usually these types of fireplaces have siding and a built chase, kind of like a wooden chimney. So what we're going to talk about, and this has some duct tape on it because we pulled this out of a house and we use it for training, but we're going to talk about the doors themselves. So a properly installed set of doors will not impede on the airflow for this box because it requires airflow in order for it to not overheat and catch the surrounding wood on fire. So the doors really need to be made or listed, as they say, for the fireplace. So they don't impede any of the airflow that's helping cool the unit down. So these doors are actually the factory doors for this fireplace. Now, let me show you what we run into a lot. This is a job that we did, and one of our techs were out, and a lot of people will unknowingly put masonry fireplace doors on prefabricated fireplaces. Now, the problem is even though there's some vents here and here, all the air-cooled parts of the unit are back here behind it, and it really encloses this unit, and it can cause the unit to have different heat patterns than what it was tested for. And that's not good, because if the unit heats up too much, it can cause excess heat to collect, and all the way around this unit is wood framing and some standoffs. Well, it's all tested under a certain environment to make sure that that unit isn't going to overheat. And when you change the heat signature by doing something, either putting too big of a grate or putting on doors that aren't made for the fireplace, etc., it can cause that unit to overheat and change the heat signature, so the heat actually will rise and it can catch that wood framing on fire. So that's not good. So I'm going to keep it a little short. If you have any questions about this, definitely give us a holler. But the moral of the story is if you have a fireplace, going to a big box store and getting a set of doors might not be a good idea. It's probably best to consult a chimney professional to make sure that the door set you're getting is the right one for the fireplace. A lot of people don't think of that because they go, oh, it's just a set of doors. Yeah, but it can cause a problem. So let's stick with the pros. And let's consult them and make sure that we're not creating a fire hazard for us and our family, so we can have nice fires during the holiday season and not have the fire department over for dinner, right? Right. So good stuff. If anybody has any questions or anything, you can post them below. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to another edition of the Fireplace Fridays. If you have a fireplace that looks like that, you might want to have it checked out. It's tis the season. We're getting into the coldest months of the year with January and February here in Kansas. So yeah, all right. Have a great weekend. I know we will. Have a nice one. We'll see you next Friday.